This is the Object 268 version 4. I just purchased it today, and I've never played it before, and I'm going to show you how I equip it. The first thing that I'm going to do is I am going to go to the Russian tech tree, and I'm going to go through every single vehicle, and I'm going to make sure that the entire crew is in the garage. So we're going to put him in the garage, and I'm going to put them in the garage. Keep on moving. Put these guys. No, wait. I'm sorry. I screwed it up. These are not going to go in the garage. He's going to stay in his vehicle. He's going to stay in his vehicle. Anything that's white, which is a regular tech tree tank, is going to stay in their vehicle. All the premiums, I'm going to dump them in the garage. This is a radio operator. I am going to put him in the garage. Why does it do that? That's a loader that I need for this vehicle. He's a special crew member. Those are garbage crew. This is a rental vehicle. Nobody there. Okay, so these guys are going to go into the garage. That was a KV-220. This crew I'm going to pull back. Okay, so we got an issue here with the commander. Heavy Tank IS-2. It's possible I haven't played a game with this vehicle yet, which is the reason why that happened. I must have switched the commanders around or something. You see, I've got two T-100s, so yeah, because I put Alexi on. That's the reason why. Alexi was one of the crew members from one of the Twitch Prime care packages. Return this crew. He doesn't have a crew yet. Okay, so I'm going to pick Accelerate Crew Training, put that to on. And then I'm going to do my commander. I want to find someone who has a lot of crew skills. Alexi here, I've only played a few games. He just came with all these great crew skills. And he is a zero-skill BIA crew member, which makes him high up on the list. These guys are not zero-skill BIA crew members. They're regular crew members. So I'm going to pick Alexi. He's going to level up faster. For the gunner, I am going to pick Igor or Salaman or Kokarov. Igor is the best, and because I named him Antonov because he is a zero-skill BIA crew member. So now we have Brzozowski and Antonov are up there. Even though Brzozowski is higher, Antonov is a zero-skill BIA. It's only 3% difference. So I'm going to pick Antonov because he's going to level up faster. For the loader, I prefer not to use a zero-skill BIA. I'd rather make them... I'd rather make this one into a commander, for example, and this Antonov also, and this Antonov, and you know what? Maya is also zero-skill BIA. They're all except for this guy up here. The problem with Vitali is that he doesn't have either safe stowage or adrenaline rush. So we're going to check these. This one has safe stowage. This one has safe stowage. This one has safe stowage. This one has adrenaline rush. So it kind of makes sense to pick, for example, Fedot, and then any one of these. I will probably go with Alexander. So that's my crew. This is going to be my crew. The only other issue is I don't like the fact that I've got two Antonovs down here because I could move them up as a commander. So we're going to go through and see what we got. Starshi, she is zero-skill BIA, zero-skill BIA. These are all zero-skill BIA. This one is not, but he's a loader, so I don't care. This tank, I really don't care about the crew. This one, I don't care much about the crew. And none of those were 0 skill BIA. This one, none of them are 0 skill BIA. Really, the crew doesn't matter on that vehicle. This one, the commander is and the loader is. But we could always take him later and move him up and just swap these two guys. So I'm going to keep him there. This one, none of them are. And this one, they all are. So that means that I have an excess of 0 skill BIA. And we're going to go to my barracks just so you can see I've got all these 0 skill BIA. I've got 19 of them and more coming. So I'm just going to keep them as loaders. This is going to be a fun tank to play. And let's see what they might get later. You know what? They're already near the max, so they're probably going to get swapped out at some point. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do them one at a time. I'm going to do him, and I'm going to train him for the current vehicle at 80%. And then what I'll do is I'll wait until there's a discount in order to pay the gold to bring them up to 100. We got to do training, current vehicle, 90%. That's pretty cool. And what I will do is I will put them in my premium tanks. And so one of the things you're going to notice here is that this guy's at 77%, but the guy down at the bottom is at 90%. I could easily switch them. And because I want all of these. So I'm going to take him and I'm going to train him. I need to save cash. I really don't want to spend a lot of money anymore, at least for now. Maybe that'll change in the future, but for now I'm not going to I'm not going to spend any money. So now we've got these two guys, and I'm going to leave them like that for now. And I will, because it's not like I'm going to be playing hundreds of games with this vehicle. In the next few days, I might play 2 or 3 games at the most. It's not going to be a big deal. I am going to deal with these guys soon, but not today. I am going to go here. These heat rounds, I'm going to save the heat rounds for when I do campaign missions where you got to do like 8,000 damage, or for ranked battles and stuff like that. So over here you see that the penetration for HE is 90 millimeters. That is one of the highest in the game. This is really good. You want to play HE rounds on this tank. So I'm going to use small repair kit, large repair kit, and I'm going to use large first aid kit. If there comes a point where I want to equip it better, I will take out the large first aid kit and maybe put in extra combat rations. I'm happy with that. I've been playing with 2 repair kits for 5 or 6 years. I know everyone's going to complain because I've heard it for 5 or 6 years. I don't care. That's what I'm going to play with. I'm very happy with my decision. So in terms of how I'm going to equip it, Vents is a good option. If you don't know what to do, Vents is a good option. Tank gun rammer, he's got a long reload, so you really want that tank gun rammer, but I'm going to wait until I can get a better price. The gun laying drive, this has a 2.39 aim time. I don't think you need a gun laying drive. The reason why is because the gun loading is so long, 19 seconds, that you're going to be aimed in anyway. This vehicle will not need a gun laying drive unless you have a rare situation where your target disappears and you have to aim somewhere else. In terms of coated optics and binocs, I'd probably go with the binocs. This to me is not a vehicle that I play close to the enemy. I usually play it far from the enemy. I'm going to go with the camo net, which might not have a big impact on the game. And I would take the super heavy spall liner. It's really not going to make that big of a deal because people really don't fire HE at you that often. But basically, it is plus 50% to HE damage, which, for example, would be artillery. That's pretty good. So I would say my conclusion, I'm going to put Vents on this to get the Vents benefit. I'm going to put the tank gun rammer. Those are the 2 big things I'm going to get. And maybe later I will swap out the camo net and get binocs. And the reason why is because with binocs, you can earn EXP. With camouflage, you don't. And there's going to be lots of battles where you are supporting the heavy tanks and you can see something that they can't see because they're a little bit around the corner. For example, on Redshire playing against the heavy tanks, you might spot the heavy tanks while your allies are reloading, and then you can get extra spotting damage from the binoc. So that's the reason why I want to do that. So I'm going to keep this as it is right now. And if I decide to play a game, I will load it up. For these, I would definitely go with, you know what, you really don't need, because of the long reload, you really don't need all this stuff. Clutch braking is a good idea, but I'm saving these for when I get into like a ranked battle or something. Concealment is a good idea. And I've got so many, I'm just going to put concealment on it. We'll see how concealment does. It adds +7 is great for when you're not spotted. +1 for when you fire, not that big of a deal. The concealment matters at the end of the game when you're one of the last guys on the team and you're trying to hide from everybody. Okay, so then I'm going to go to the exterior. I will first go to preset styles, nothing. And then I will go to custom style, nothing. Oh, I wanted camo. I'm going to put this one on. That looks good to me. Really don't like any of these styles. And I've got so many. For this, like, you can change the color. That looks pretty cool, actually. So I think I'm going to go with that for the desert style. And I usually use the larger, which is the number 3. You can obviously use whatever you want. And that's how I equip it. Okay, so that's it. If you have any questions or comments, please post below.